let's talk about fear when it comes to manifesting. And I'm slightly out of breath because I was about to start and I realized that my coffee was downstairs and I had to run down 3 floors and then run back up. So, all right, I'm good. Good morning, Sharon. Good to see you here. All right, so let's talk about fear when it comes to manifesting what you want into your life. Now, please feel free to write down what you think your fear is or what's coming to mind for your fear. I would love to help you really see that with some more clarity so you know what your actual fear is. Because those little surfacey fears, our brain likes those. It's way more comfortable with the idea that, oh, I'm afraid of, I don't want to go do that because I'm afraid of public speaking. That's not your fear. That's what your brain is attached to what you're actually afraid of, that it feels a little more comfortable with. What you're actually afraid of is that people are going to judge you in a scenario like that. I'm afraid that I can't do that job because I won't be good. It won't go well for me. I'll get fired. Okay. That's a fear of believing in yourself that you can handle it and learn new things, right? Okay, so go ahead and post if you want to share what your fears are. If you're new to this group, welcome. If you're some of our winners, you will not find better people in the whole world than my rebels in here. So welcome, and I hope you enjoy being amongst these beautiful, amazing, magical people. Okay. So what you want to do when it comes to what you're manifesting is, instead of pushing all of your fears away, which is what we tend to do, what you want to do is you want to bring them right to the surface and you want to stare them in the eyeballs, okay? And you want to say, what does this fear mean? Like, why am I really afraid of this? What am I lacking? Fear should be pointing out your limits to you all the time, all right? So fear isn't something that should be telling you what you can and can't do. Fear is something that you should be using as a gauge to say, oh, look how limited I am here. I must need more belief in myself, more love for myself, more faith in the universe and how much it loves me and wants to help me, more clarity around this issue, and so on and so on. So one of my favorite quotes, and I think I put it in today's challenge, is Tony Robbins, who you guys know is like my spirit animal. I love him so much. And it says, fear should be your counselor, not your jailer. And that is so true and so freeing to think of. If you can shift fear's role in your life as telling you what you can and can't do, mostly what you can't do, right? Then you really using it as a counselor to say, like, you lack belief or power in this department and we need a mindset shift. Then you got fear working for you. And that's pretty powerful and awesome. Make sense? Sip my coffee here. Okay. So what you want to do is you want to look at, what is it that I want? What are the fears that pop up? If it's one big fear, great, look at that. If it's 6 or 7 fears, look at all of them because they're all representing the same thing. Now, 99.9% of the time, what your fear is showing you that you lack belief in yourself and that you deserve something, or that you're powerful enough to get it and maintain it, okay? So if you can work on yourself and busting through your own limits and work on getting to know you and being authentically you and seeing your own power, fear is going to kind of naturally shift away because you're going to have all this evidence that you are capable. You'll know, oh, that's just a limiting belief that I have. How silly. I'm not going to let that rule me and help me make a decision. And so it feels really, really kind of terrifying, right? When you first start leaping and busting through these fears. But let me tell you, after you leap 1 or 2 times, as someone who was very afraid of all of these things before, once you do it a few times, it doesn't feel that way. It just feels like, okay, this is what I need to work on. This is interesting. For me, most of my fears have come my whole life around money and spending it on myself. I would spend money on other people, my family, my kids, but spending it on me used to be really hard for me. And I'm not going to pretend it's easy right now. I still have to bust through the fear there. But when I do it, the universe rewards me for moving through those feelings and